Hello everyone, my name is Cliff and welcome back to my channel. This is Cliff's Dark Gems. And if you're new here for the first time, welcome. Today we're going to do a book tag, and this is a Stay Gold book tag created by the Mild Rumpus. Stay tuned. Okay, so this is a Stay Gold book tag, and all the prompts were basically based on characters in this book called The Outsiders by C. Hinton. And yeah, this is an awesome tag because it celebrates booktubers, booktuber influencers, and yeah, I had a fun time actually putting out and thinking about the booktubers that I'm going to mention for this tag. I was actually tagged by, or mentioned by, 3 people: the Great Jedi Library, Alex Unabridged, and Please Read Your Book. So all the channels I've mentioned so far, and all the other channels that I'm going to mention, check out their stuff. They are awesome, and they're all very special in their own way. So yeah, let's get to it. Prompt number 1 is Ponyboy Curtis. Share some booktubers who have been especially supportive of your channel. Now for some of these, there's just so many, and what I'm a little bit worried about with this tag is I don't want to leave people out. So I've actually written out quite a lot, and if I've left you out, just know that you're special to me. Your channel is special, and yeah, I enjoy all of you. So for this, I've got probably my longest running supporter. He supported me on my Booktube newbie tag, and we've kind of had a relationship on Booktube ever since, and that is Kat from Kat's Novel Adventures. And I had a chat with her the other day live, and yeah, she's such a wonderful channel. She's so exuberant, so cheerful, and also very eclectic in what she talks about. Okay, the second one is Michael K. Vaughan, also there right at the beginning, still supports my channel, and yeah, I really value his support as well, and check out his awesome channel, and he's going to come on another prompt as well. And then there's Bad. Yeah, Bad is rad. It's just been so incredibly supportive since I met her, and just a wonderful channel, wonderful friend, and check her out. The fourth one is Greg from Another Bibliophile Reads. Yeah, I'm doing a readathon with him at the moment, a reading event. And yeah, he's been wonderfully kind and supportive of my channel. And then we got E.D. Lewis Reviews. Also right from the beginning. It's always there in the comments, always supportive, always kind. So yeah, thanks E.D. Prompt number 2 says Donald Darry Curtis. Share a channel that has inspired or somehow influenced your channel. Now there are 2 that I'm going to mention here. And the first one, before I even became a booktuber a year and a half ago, and that was Ollie from Criminally. And I used to love watching his videos, I used to love watching his passion, and just the knowledge he has about books, as well as the relaxed manner in which he talks about books. So yeah, I've watched him from the very beginning, well, since I've been on Booktube. It hasn't been that long, and I'm just so happy that he's had so much success as well. I think it's wonderful, and yeah, may you go from strength to strength. Layla's scratching herself, so if that's a noise you're going to hear, that's what it is. And then we got MJ, and she's inspired me because of the way that she supports small booktubers. She's had a long-running program, and she's inspired me to do the same, or to try and at least do a little bit of the same in terms of shout-outs and supporting small booktube. So yeah, that's prompt number 2. Prompt number 3 says Soda Pop Curtis. I really need to read this book again, people. Share a booktube channel that makes you laugh and brings you joy. Once again, there's just so many of you out there. In fact, every single channel that I'm subscribed to and that I watch brings me joy in some kind of way. So I'm going to talk about 6 here. First of all, Michael K. Vaughan. Just such an awesome channel. Some serious comedy, It's humorous, doesn't take himself so seriously, but just so much fun to watch. And actually when he comes on, when I click on him, my wife often comes to sit with me and we watch him together. Then we got Gareth from Books, Songs and Other Magic. And I love his enthusiasm, but I also love the energy, and I'm going to talk about energy later, that he exudes on his channel. And it's a gentle kind of energy, but positivity that he shares with the viewers. So yeah, it's a special channel. And then Crystal from Fiber Arts, you can say the same thing about her. I just love watching her channel. I love listening to her talk about books, because there's a calmness, but at the same time there's a positive energy and sort of thing about her that you just enjoy watching. So yeah, that's Crystal. And we got Michael Wurtenberg, and I just love his authenticity. He is who he is, and he's not afraid to speak his mind. And he's got a hilarious channel, wonderful channel, where he talks about all sorts of things. And then we got Jason's Weird Reads. I really love his channel, his calmness, and the kind of books that he talks about as well, horror. It's very, very interesting channel. And finally, Paperback Journeys. I've never heard this channel mentioned too much amongst booktubers that I know. I really love Stephen King, but all sorts of other stuff as well. And he's so enthusiastic and he's so engaging when you watch his videos. Just an awesome channel. So check all of these channels out. And prompt number 4, we have Keith 2-Bit Matthews. Recommend some new to you booktube channels that you enjoy watching. Once again, people, there are so many. And for all of you that I've ever shouted out, just consider yourself amongst those channels as well. But I'm only going to mention 2 here. And the one is Literary Love 101. Just a wonderful channel, very, very new channel. She's incredibly intelligent and very thoughtful about the books and the way she presents the books. And she's doing her thesis. But she also has fun when she's doing her videos as well. And then we got Farah from Bookstalgic, which might come as a bit of a surprise because she doesn't talk a lot of horror, although she has. But I love her videos. I find them very calming. It's one of the few channels where I actually watch, what do you call them? Kind of long videos where she shows where she lives, and she shows the wildlife and the bird life. I can't remember what they're called now. But yeah, she's wonderful. Check her out too. Okay, that's it for the channels. Now we've got some other interesting questions. Number 5, Dally Winston. What was something that you initially found tough as a booktube newbie? Share how you overcame it. You know, I think the toughest thing when I first started, I mean, you can go back to my booktube newbie tag. I was very nervous. I was very anxious, because I'm an anxious person. And I lacked the confidence. Even as an ex-teacher, I felt like I wasn't confident enough in front of the camera. I felt awkward. And I think that never entirely goes away completely, except maybe for a lot of people it does, I don't know. But yeah, I think the whole point is just to have fun and be yourself. And be as authentic as you possibly can be on the camera, and just let the people see you for who you are, and have fun. And that's how and also remember why you're doing it. You're doing it because you enjoy it. You enjoy talking about books. You're doing it for fun, pretty much for fun. And if you're not enjoying it, there's no point in doing it. So just have fun. Let your head down. Enjoy it. Okay, prompt number 6 is Steve Randall. What is your favorite video on your channel? Now, I enjoy so many of my videos, especially my haul videos. That's my favorite videos to make. It's so much fun showing off a new book, and you know, going out and buying all these treasures and then showing them off to everyone. I love that. But surprisingly, my favorite video on my channel, out of all the videos I've ever made, was one of the first, in the first couple of months, where I spoke about my top 10 favorite horror authors. And it was a lot of fun to create, because I did some research on each author. I found some interesting facts about the author, and I just had fun doing it. I really enjoyed talking about each one. So yeah, that's my favorite. Number 7, Cherry Valence. Share a channel that you enjoy watching outside of Booktube. Now, to be absolutely honest with you, I don't really watch other YouTube videos besides music. I actually really enjoy sometimes for going to bed, making a nuisance of myself, playing some nice loud rock music or listening to some Pink Floyd or whatever. And other than that, I like to watch some movies that we own, or I go on Netflix or TV and just watch something. But yeah, it's very, very rarely that I ever look at anything besides Booktube on YouTube, besides music videos. Number 8, Johnny Cade. Discuss the effect that Booktube has had on you as a reader. Well, there's 3 points I've made here. First of all, I'm reading a lot more. A hell of a lot more. In fact, the years before I started a year and a half ago. The time before I started, we were uprooted. We were moving constantly. Even when we weren't moving, it was busy, it was hectic, it was crazy. I never had a lot of time for reading. When I did, I read Swan Song in that time. I did have time for reading, but there was too much else on our plate. So yeah. The second point is I'm reading more critically. I'm thinking about what I'm reading while I'm reading. Doesn't mean I'm not having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. But I'm thinking about things like character set, plot, thinking about the kind of review that I'm going to give. So yeah, just think a bit more critically, analytically, a little bit like when I was teaching at school as well. And then the third point is I'm also reading more widely. Even though I've stated once this is a horror channel only, that's turned out to be a bit of bullcrap, hasn't it? Because I've discovered science fiction, reading a bit of fantasy from time to time, read some Sherlock Holmes, and it's all very, very good. Because I actually don't want to limit myself exclusively to horror. Prompt number 9, and I might go on a bit about this. In fact, I might make a separate video because I have thoughts about this. It's sunsets. Share a piece of advice and wisdom. Now, people go on and on about being authentic and being yourself, and that's true. And that's very, very true. And an idea that you must have fun, you must enjoy yourself, and be who you are as a person. And I mean, I think about every single booktuber that I've mentioned here. They're all different. They're all very different. But they all are special. But one thing that I've heard is not really mentioned very often, and I just want to bring it in here a little bit. You also need to have a certain amount of passion. If you're going to enjoy yourself, you have to show that passion. You have to show that enjoyment. And that means energy. It doesn't mean being crazy or being like a maniac. And sometimes I feel like I overboard, maybe with my intro, but that's just the way it is because it's fun. But you have to be able to exude some kind of energy. If you're a new booktuber, people want to click on you. They want to see that you're energetic and passionate about what you're talking about. So it makes sense that you have that positivity and that energy. And you can do it in different ways, as I've said already. But if you don't show that, then it's unlikely people are going to click on your video. You just have to have a little bit of that. Be yourself, be positive, show that you're enjoying yourself, smile for the camera, and that kind of thing. And for a long time, look, I've struggled with the idea, am I being authentic? And sometimes you question yourself. I look at my intro and my outro, and how authentic is that? But the point is, I'm doing that, and I'm also having fun with it. And if some people think it's too much, that's fine. They don't have to watch. But the point is, I'm enjoying it. I like to think that I'm giving all positive energy. And yeah, I think that is the most important thing. Okay, everyone, and the final prompt is stay gold, share with others. Tag others. And yeah, I tag everyone that I mentioned today. And as I say, if I've left people out, I'm sorry. You're all very special to me. all of my subscribers, all the people that have subscribed to me, all the people that have been supporting me. Let me just say thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, in the meantime, take care of yourselves, keep those pages turning, and cheers.